Hi guys, welcome back. We broke 100 subscribers by the last episode. I truly appreciate everybody who subs, especially the one who leaves comments. Your comments really help me to keep going in this early stage of our journey and kickstart the momentum. I have never had a YouTube career before, so I don't really know what works, what doesn't work. But a lot of you actually share why you like the videos. That just gives me kind of like a beacon of light in the darkness, you know, so I can understand what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. I know it's kind of cheesy to say this, but I truly think this is our journey, because I will never be able to do it by myself. If nobody's watching it, enjoying it with me, it's gonna be so easy for me to quit. Like 1 or 2 hot days of walking, I'll quit right there. So thanks for taking the extra effort to show your interest and talk to me. In this episode, we're gonna enter Macau. Macau is our 4th city that we come to in our journey so far. And if you're new to the channel, you might find my video has like no point to it. I just look around at the street, sometimes the rubbish bin, the sidewalks, the trees. But that's just my content. I just show it like how you will experience it when you are here. And I do think these little elements of a city matters. I hope you find it interesting too. After a long day of work or study, you can relax a bit, grab a drink, and enjoy it.
Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'm pretty tired today, and I'm gonna get the food and I'm gonna eat it in my hotel. My camera is dying too. I'm gonna take a good rest tonight, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Good morning guys. Well, it's actually afternoon for me, and yes, I got up pretty late today. It's almost lunchtime when I get up. So I went out and get lunch, and I actually get some new clothes for me. I can't be wearing this forever, right? So I got some hoodies, I got some underwear and socks. So the plan going forward is I'll try to book hotel with laundry service. But most of the hotels here in China, they don't really offer laundry service unless it's a really fancy hotel, right? So what I'm gonna do is I will try to just book any hotel if I still have clean clothes that I can wear. I'll only book hotel with washing machines available for customer to use when I need to do laundries, because some of the hotel here in China, they do provide washing machines for customers. But you can just use it by yourself, but not all of them. So yes, we're actually gonna have to come back to mainland China to stay in the same hotel over there that we just stayed last night, because I don't think I need 2 full days in Macau. It's not really a big place, and we also have to get up early tomorrow because we have a long journey, a long walk tomorrow into a deeper region in the Guangdong province. We're closing into the port. This is so busy here, people just everywhere. Now, I guess a lot of the mainland Chinese, they rent here, they live here next to the port, so they can make it to work to Macau, but they don't have to pay a much expensive rent in Macau, and they get to have a lot bigger living space as well. But the downside is, I guess, they have to travel both ways about an hour and a half, I guess, in total every day. So that's gonna waste you some time on the commute. Right now we're closing to the port. I'm not gonna record anymore. China is a huge country, right? They're definitely gonna have a different approach to public safety. I mean, look at Zhuhai. It has 2.5 millions population here, and you might not even heard of it until you watch this video. A few months ago, there was a guy essentially just, I don't want to get into detail, but he's basically is not happy about his life, so he's tried to take revenge on the society. The government here is kind of on a high alert. They don't want people to kind of learn from it, and they try to play it down. So they're being really strict on places like this. I definitely understand it. I'm gonna start recording. I'm gonna make it to the other side, to Macau, and I'll see you there. We made it through the custom. Well, if you look at this and you're thinking there must be a really long process going through, it's really not. Well, it was such a quick process. There's literally no lines, people not queuing up because there are so many machines inside. You just scan your card or your passport, and you do it again when you're entering Macau on the other side, and give you a slip, and on that slip it has the eligible days that you can stay here in Macau and your informations. So the whole process takes me about 10 to 15 minutes. It's really quick. Now you can see right away the floor tiles. This is really European style. They don't really do that in Zhuhai. And if you look in the distance, look at the buildings. They're much more tighter. They look much more dated. Look, there's so many of them left to right. This is on the left side of the custom building, right over there. So if you make it outside the building and you turn left, this is where all the shuttle bus going to the casino will be at. They'll be waiting for you. They live at a schedule. They actually, for free, you don't have to pay for it. But I guess maybe they will make your money back once you made it to the casino. We actually not going to the casino. I'm going to walk to the ancient ruins of a Portuguese church. It's called the ruin of St. Paul's. Right, I think it takes about, that's right, half an hour, 37 minutes. Right. And look at this. You get fined for smoking for 1500s. That's quite a lot of money. It's like how they do it in Singapore. All right, let's go. It's over there in that directions. By the way, if you're not going to the casino, you can take the bus underground, so you can make it anywhere. Here, I'll show you. This is the underground bus stations where you first exit the custom buildings and you make it down here. There's so many of them here. It's really well built. It gives me the vibe of Japan and Singapore, definitely, but I don't think they have too much buses in Singapore. But yeah, it's really clean anywhere. Look at these buildings here in Macau. Everything feels so tight to each other because the street is kind of small. Look at these buildings over there. They're so packed. But the way it looks kind of reminds me of older buildings in Zhuhai, which I will show you tomorrow when we walk across Zhuhai to our next destinations. But yeah, this just looks like those buildings in Zhuhai with all those cages. I think it's to prevent thief, robbery, I guess. Yeah, look at this. It says here in Chinese, a rubbish station, but it's actually Portuguese instead of English. Deposito de lixo. I hope I pronounced that right. Look at this. I think you just dump the rubbish in. It has an automatic door. Oh, this one has an English written on it, which is kind of interesting. Guys, I don't see any of this here in mainland China. They have a recycling stations. Then you can put a bunch of things in it. Look at the rubbish bins. You have to divide the rubbish accordingly, different types. I can see right away the policy here is much different in to mainland China, yet they're so close to each other. Look at this. I think this is the night street, but it's written here in Portuguese. This place is mixed Chinese with Portuguese culture, and Hong Kong is a mixture of Chinese with British cultures. That's why they say China is huge. You literally got people mixed with almost any part of the world, basically. Sometimes I feel like China is its own planet. Wow, take a look at this, guys. This is what I say. The building here, a lot of them are really dated. I guess they developed pretty early on compared to mainland China. Look at the gap. It's so close to each other. And there's so many of them. Look at the roof of the entrance to the building here. I can almost touch it. Wow, there's so many characters to it. You can see this again, these flyers. It's written everywhere. This is the power meters, I guess. And it says here, do not dump the rubbish here. Oh, this is the water meter. And look at the pipes. Oh my God. Here I come across this park. They have this same outdoor fitness equipment back in mainland China. This is where the locals come and hang out, enjoy a little bit of the sun, and I guess they're playing Chinese chess. They're quite a few of them here too. This is where kids can play. Some really nice roofing here. I really like the vibe here in Macau. It's not as new as Singapore. You know, whereas Singapore, everything is kind of newish. But here, everything is tighter, right? Everything is so close to each other. You walk about 2 minutes, you come across a new park, you know, a new, a different street, different high street, right? Everything is within the walking distance. It's really nice. But if I have to choose between Macau and Zhuhai, I'll definitely prefer Zhuhai because I like just bigger roads, you know, bigger space. Everything's bigger buildings, bigger living space, right? Check this out. They have so many motorbikes here. I guess you do not have that much space on the streets, so the price of owning a car is getting expensive. So that's why people choose to drive motorbikes instead of cars. Almost gives me a vibe of Vietnam. So many motorbikes everywhere. Can any of your Portuguese or Spanish viewers actually understand this? This is Macau restaurants here. Now, the food here in Macau is really similar to Canton food. 95% of the restaurants pretty much just serve Canton food, right? I can't really find much Portuguese restaurants here, and most of them are pretty localized, I would say, right? Because the taste will be very similar. And I don't know, maybe that actually already integrated into the culture right here, so I can't really tell the difference. It's foreign food. So this is your typical meal here in Macau. It's pretty much all Cantonese style, and that's the price for one dish, I guess. And you get kind of different drinks, different buns. They're pretty tasty. But yeah, they are essentially just Cantonese style. More like Hong Kong, yeah, Hong Kong cuisines. A park. You can't bring your pets here, I guess. Why can't you? Oh, there might be snakes. It says don't bring your pets because there might be snakes here. Why is that every time I go to a park here in China, they have to warn me about snakes? Look at this building. Video games, if you ever played it, your building is sitting on top of the hill, working here, or you just coming here. Oh, you